I've been waiting to make a video like this for a long time. The last video diary I made was back in the summer of 2015, the year that I graduated. And I said that would be my last video diary ever, and that's the case, but this is something new. And what that new thing is just an update on what's been happening since. Are you ready to start kicking it old school? Let's go. 3 days ago, I moved from Pennsylvania to Alaska, so I figured if there's any time to revive my vlogging that I do, this is probably the right time. My job here is to be a resident supervisor, so basically that means I supervise all of the residents, if you didn't get that from the name. In the meantime, it's really just training week, so not a lot has happened for me to report. So I thought it'd be fun to unbox some of the things I bought from Amazon. I've already opened half of them because I was so excited to look at them, but I saved about the other half for this video. And I'll also show the things already open too because they're just so stinking cool. A big objective I have for this Alaskan vlogging series thing, if I make it continue to happen, is to be more simple and to the point. So with that being said, I'm going to be simple and get right to the point. Unboxing! Alright, the first item that I really looked into on Amazon when I decided that I'd be going to Alaska was finding a good backpack. And I have not even opened this at all yet, but as you can see, this backpack is zipped up into its own unique miniature version of the backpack. It looks kind of like a purse right now, but in a minute it's gonna look a lot more manly when I open it up. And this Venture Pal backpack got very good reviews. It's lightweight, but also, from what I can tell, very durable. Moving on to, believe it or not, a book. If you know me well, you know that I hardly read anything besides the Bible. I just don't find reading very enjoyable, so I read what I think is important. I am an informational reader. I'm not so much of a pleasure reader, but my friend Andy Giesman, who was a past pastor of mine, recommended The God Who Is There by Francis Schaeffer. And it's definitely more of an intellectual read than what I'm used to, but I'd like to try to power through it and see if I can glean a lot of the wisdom from Francis Schaeffer. And I am already 14 pages in, but the foreword starts on page 13, so I'm a page in. And I plan to continue that. And I think it'll be a great book, and I'm using a pen to mark my page, which is a stupid idea because it messes up the pages. I really need some bookmarks. But clearly I have none because this is a new thing for me. Progress! I really wanted a pair of earmuffs that were not Philadelphia Eagle branded, so I purchased my own. But I wanted to do much more than just keep my ears warm, so I also purchased my own, and I hope I'm saying this right, my own balaclava to keep my faceaclava as warm as lava. The cold never bothered me anyway. And while I'm singing here, I should mention that if I want to play music, hopefully something better than Frozen, I have this new, who makes it? I have this new D-Night portable mini speaker, and boy does it speak. This guy is loud and proud. I can pump my tunes from my iPad, from my phone, and take it on the go with me. Now I can gift the world of my music whether or not they ask for it. So I feel like something about this would be a great Flower Rangers 3 costume. Like the Thermal Ranger with this awesome muffs of power. Actually, that's a little too stupid even for Flower Rangers. Let's move on. So my last item is once again something that I find to be very helpful for where I'm living. And this, I decided to not open until I had the camera ready and going because I want to record my initial reaction and satisfaction for my first official hunting knife by MTech USA. Growing up, I had many friends who had big, scary knives, and I was always the kid who never cared at all to have one on me. And I was never really big into knives. I use them for practical purposes, and this Swiss Army knife has gotten me through everything I'd ever need in a knife. But now that I live in Alaska, it's time for something a little bit bigger. Anyway, I don't know like anything about knives and terminology, but this one comes with plastic that doesn't come off. I almost cut a hole in my pants trying to pull off this plastic. Okay, it has a sheath that came right off when I pulled on the plastic. A fixed handle, which I think means it just stays in place. And what my leg just found out firsthand is a very pointy tip. So like I mentioned, I really don't care for knives. I never thought it was something I needed to be cool. It's because now that I live in Alaska, I like to be a little more armed in case something big wants to make me its lunch. So if I'm being charged by a moose or a bear, this way I have something a little bit more to fight back. But hey, in the meantime, it'll serve as a pretty good box opener and maybe a replacement to this guy. But it's also pretty fun to have my first official big knife. It's like, what would Crocodile Dundee say? He'd be like, that's a knife. Not this. That's a knife. I should probably stop doing that before I stab my eye out or something. Anyway, going into the sheath, Mom, don't worry. I am safe. Anyway, that's everything that I have bought from Amazon thus far. Something that I bought at Walmart, which I don't exactly need, is this bag of Super Sour Patch Kids Extreme. I don't know what all that means, but I am ready for some super extreme sourness. I am excited for the next 10 months of Alaskan life has to offer, and I'm sure there'll be some pretty exciting / weird / awkward and fun stories to come. So stay tuned. I do ask that you pray for me while I'm here in Alaska. It's going to be a very demanding job emotionally, physically, mentally, and I need all the help from God that I can get to do that to the best of my ability in Him and not my own strength. So thank you for watching. Thank you for praying. Help me stay updated with you. Please send me a message if you want to connect, and I can tell you about what's going on. You don't have to wait for the next video to come out. You can just message me. But I love you guys. Thanks for watching, and peace in until next time. I wanted to record my first